Good afternoon on this Good Friday. My name's Pastor Matt, and I'm in the basement of our church here at St. Paul's. That's why it sounds like I'm in a bit of a cave, a cavern. Perhaps that's suitable for the day where Jesus was laid in the tomb. One of the things that I was thinking about as I'm observing in a very different way Holy Week and Good Friday is I was thinking about some of Jesus' final words on the cross. In Matthew's Gospel, one of the things he says right before he dies is, my God, why have you forsaken me?" He's quoting the 22nd Psalm, part of the first verse. And for the Son of God, it seems like a curious thing to be saying. Why have you abandoned me? Why have you deserted me, my God? But as Jesus ends this part of his life and dies, he finds himself once again reclaimed in a whole new way by God. Not deserted, not forgotten. And now it's occurred to me that it's suitable, quite likely, for many of us in this time to wonder what's God's up to, and maybe even say, why have you abandoned us? Why have you forsaken us? We can share that sentiment with Jesus. And there's all kinds of people out there of different belief systems and even within Christianity that have all kinds of different theories about what God's up to in this time. But suffice it to say, on this Good Friday, I think we can be convinced to know that God is with us and has not forsaken us. I have in my backdrop here some people I consult with from time to time. This is going to sound kind of crazy. This display behind me is the Hall of Pastors at St. Paul's. You'll see some familiar faces, you longtime members of the church. Some familiar faces, Reverend Schellenberger, Dr. Roth. You'll see these folks down here. Inner ministers, longtime ministers. There's Pastor Glenn. Jay Schaefer was back there. Dr. Hicks. And there's me. And the guy I've been talking to a lot lately is this guy right here, Reverend Edgar Hoffmeyer. He was the pastor from 1914 to 1922. And he had the pastorate here whenever the First World War was happening and then the Spanish influenza. And in my 15 years here at the church, sometimes I just pass this display and say, well, guys, I'm doing the best I can. If you have any advice, please speak up. And the ones who are no longer with us in the church but have gone to the church triumphant, I haven't heard voices from them, so to speak, but I have felt God guiding me by their example at times. And Reverend Hoffmeyer, I've been thinking of him more lately, as we are not dealing with the Spanish influenza, but our own sort of plague, the coronavirus. My point is, we're never really deserted or left alone. As human beings, we have, hopefully, even as we show social distance, we have people around us, family, loved ones, people who care about us, church family, your pastor, that even though we're not together physically, spiritually, we are very much together and being cared for. And one of the great mysteries of our church and faith tradition is that we have these great cloud of witnesses, these people who have gone before us, who are on our side, pulling for us, attending to us, advocating on our behalf. That gives me hope. No, God has not abandoned us. No, God has not deserted us or forsaken us. Quite to the contrary. In the life of Christ, we meet a person, God in the flesh, who experiences the kind of things we experience: the suffering, sickness, betrayal, failure, and even doubt. But our God, who's faithful to us, never fails us, even when we doubt and may become a little less faithful. On this Good Friday, may you sense the goodness of God around you, God's faithfulness, God's presence, and the great cloud of witnesses always with you. One way we can be together spiritually, and I'll post this link in the comments after I get off here, is on our church website. We have a prayer vigil that's going to start this evening. The link's up now. It'll take you to a PDF document, and we can be united as people of faith, members of this church and other churches or no churches. We can be united in working through this vigil between now and Easter, praying for our churches, our community, and our world in this time. We can be drawn together in the Spirit's tether this way. So I'll post that so you can take a look at it at your convenience. May God bless and keep you. May you have good health and strength. And let us look forward to what the days lay ahead with our resurrected Christ and Easter. God bless you and keep you and watch over you. Amen.